Good afternoon. This is Munira Zahabi from Kismet Ventures Inc. That's my company. I'm from Chicago. I do these segments where I find people who are instilling value in other people's lives and don't take credit for it. So I'm on a mission to expose them and to promote them and help them find their voice to allow themselves to be promoted and then share their stories and their experiences so it can help other people as well. Today, my guest is Lalaine Dawn,
Yes.
and she is joining us from, where are you joining us from?
Right now I'm in Boynton Beach, Florida.
Awesome. So thank you for joining us, Lalaine. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, thank you, Munira, for having me here today. My name is Lalaine Dawn. I am 29 years old. I came from the Philippines and I moved here to the US 2 years ago. Um, I've been doing digital marketing, making websites, graphic design, sales funnels, everything that you can think of, SEO, everything that you can think of that you do online. But it's my passion, but my real passion is helping people realize their full potential, and then making other people believe in themselves so that they can build a life and be successful at creating a life that they would fall in love with. So that is what I am leaning towards to. Like that's my hobby. But sometimes, like on my free time, there are people who want to work with me on that area of my life. So to start with, my story is about like I grew up in the Philippines, and when I was younger, I do not have the regular Filipino look. I was whiter than everyone else, a little bigger. Guess my dad had foreign genes, so I got that from him. And I always think differently from the kids that I was from my peers. So upon realizing that nobody wanted to play with me so much, even as growing up, nobody really related with me. And then it became worse when my parents separated and they went on their separate ways. I never saw them again, so I was left with my grandparents. And it left a hole in my identity that made me make a lot of mistakes for the next 12 years of my life. Like, everything that I've done, it was like the darkest moments of my existence. But I made those pain and mistakes that I did during that decade. I used it as a stepping stone to take myself from where I was to where I am today. So as a little girl, I've always dreamed of living in the United States. And even after 2 visa rejections, on the third time, like they say, third time's a charm, I eventually got it, and then I was able to move here when I was 27. So the reason why I am pursuing this passion of mine, which is empowering people who are different, because I know there are a lot of people out there who have who feel isolated because they don't understand why the people they're with, friends, family, don't understand who they are because they're too different. And then they tell them that because you're different, you're not normal. You're not going to get anywhere in your life. You're not going to achieve anything. But people said the same thing to me. But I need to tell them that that's not true. They are actually the ones who have more of a chance to live a happy and successful life and get everything that they want. And that is what I would like to do for them. And I do that by going on and giving some talks, little lecture on my group while I go live, doing long posts, and eventually it will also be included in a book that I will be publishing very, very soon.
Okay. So you do Facebook Lives also?
Yes.
And you have a closed group on Facebook?
Yes, I do.
Well, congratulations, because you're very young and you have this realization of coming to help people. How do you find your clients?
Thank you. Thank you for that compliment. My clients right now, the one thing that brings in the income is my social, I mean, digital marketing business. But I'm slowly finding with my group posting these things that I know, and then having my ideal clients in it. Some of them who finally realize that they want to take action, they contact me from my group, send me a private message and ask how can they work with
Oh, okay. So
me. Yeah.
when they contact you, how do you coach them? What is it that you ask them, and how do they come out of this black hole, the darkest era of their lives?
Well, I dealt with 3 people. I usually guide them hand, I hold their hand. One person I met, I saw, I let them talk to me first. I let them tell me everything about themselves and what they're struggling with. Usually you get an idea of what the person is like by the words that they choose. So I realized that this person that I'm talking to has a lot of potential. She is very kind, she's very talented, but the people around her are telling her that she's useless, worthless, but that's not true. So I tell them like, ask them, what are you struggling with? List them down, and then we will address them one by one. But it's always going to be like one problem at a time. And then after, she was jobless at the time that I met her, and she could only pay me a little bit. And it's like, don't worry about it. I just want to give you results. Let me see, because this is where my passion and my purpose is aligned. So it was gonna be my very first time. So I thought that, don't worry about paying me what I'm worth for now. I just want to prove to myself that I'm really good at this, or am I just like in over my head? So I gave her the results that she was not even hoping for, even I. After we addressed all her problems one by one, she is now happy, confident. She's found a job that she loves and where she can actually utilize her talents. She's earning a lot more money now, and she's able to pay me. So, but we're still having some coaching here and then, but not as extensive as the first time that we met.
Oh, okay. So that's your story, and that's your accolade, right? Because that's your success. And I'm so glad. So are you looking for women who are your age group, or are you also looking for, I mean, do you have a certain criteria of women?
I do not look at the age, because basically for me, every one of us are always going to be young in our souls and in our hearts. So I'm just looking for women who are like being told that, for example, they're too much. Like, they're different. They're not gonna achieve anything in their life because they are not like everyone else. And that if they take the problem with that is if you're being told that often, we start believing in that, and then we just start limiting ourselves. We put ourselves in a box because they become successful at not at stopping you from reaching your full potential. So if they want, I know that when people hear this and then they think that, oh, that's me, because they know that deep inside them, their soul is asking them to break free from that. And if they feel that way, they can always come and find me through you, because I sent you a friend request. So yeah, they can always find me through you. And then they can add me, and then I will talk to them if they want their to break free from that, and then realize their full potential and start getting what they want. And they can thrive without even the need to fit in and ask for other people's approval.
So I want to take you back to the past. You said those were your darkest moments, and I don't want to pry, but when you came to United States and you always wanted to come, and you've been here for 2 years, which is what you're doing is awesome. But when you came here, I mean, did you have family here or were you completely on your own?
Yeah, thank you for asking that question. I actually forgot the reason why I came here. Other than that, it's my dream. So, um, I have been dating this guy online. He already came to the Philippines to visit me and my family, and then I came here without friends and family. And the time that I decided to come over here, we were also broken up. So the reason why we broke up is I already got my visa. I was so excited that I'm finally gonna fulfill one of my biggest dreams as a little girl. But then the weight of that decision, leaving my family and friends, then I have a house there. I have a good job that's paying me, like I work online doing social, but the conversion of the US dollar to our money is huge. And I was close to my family. I was living across the street from my family. I was in my comfort. Why would I leave my comfort zone and go somewhere where I don't know anybody except for him? And that kind of dawned on me that I thought the reason why I felt that way is because I didn't love him that much. But actually, at that time, I just was scared to get out of my comfort zone. And then when I broke up with him, I kept crying and crying. And then not having him in my life made me realize how much I did love him. And then I asked myself, because after all the things that I have been through and I've achieved, I kind of forgot who I was. I lost sight of who I was. And I asked myself, who are you? Like, you're the person who's not afraid to take risks. You like challenges. And then you have, like, I was on the verge of canceling my ticket. I wasn't gonna go here anymore. And it's like, this is your chance. You owe this to yourself. You need to go there and win his heart. So I took I did not cancel my ticket, and then I set my affairs in order. I prepared myself to say goodbye to my family, and they were very happy for me. And I came here not knowing if I'm ever gonna be together. We're gonna be together again. I didn't even know if I'm gonna have a job, a home. I didn't have any family and friends here. I just came here because I knew I had to do it. And then I closed my eyes, took the leap into the oblivion, and then he was there. And the moment that he saw me again, sports flew. We were back together right away, and then the rest is history.
So are you still with him?
Yes, we got married 3 months later.
That is awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
See, and that's what people are afraid of, because what they don't understand is that the leap of faith they have to take the leap of faith, because that's the biggest thing. Most people don't, and they stay behind because they don't jump, right? And you did it. I mean, all the way from Philippines. I mean, I have a lot of Filipino friends as well. And I know that they come here because they have a brother or a sister, and somebody is here to hold their hand. You came on a whim and you had nobody. When I came to the United States from East Africa, we had nobody here. We had no family. I had a cousin. She was in medical school. And, when I came with 6 people. There was me and my husband and my 4 kids. And nobody was, everybody looks at that number. If there's one person, it's okay. But 6, half a dozen people, it's like, oh my God, what am I going to do? So people were not welcoming. And so I had to learn a lot of ropes. I mean, at least you had your boyfriend. I didn't have anybody, and you talked also about the box. And, that's funny you said the box, because my company's logo, it's redundant, because I say, people think about it. And I used to be told a lot, think outside the box. And I never understood that phrase, because, if you're thinking, then you're thinking forever. You're never going to take action. So I tell people, thinking it outside the box is redundant. Let me get you out of the box. So it helps a lot, it works a lot. And I'm sorry about the phone call, but so the thing is that you took that leap of faith and you're helping other women, and you realize that there are women who need help. There's so many women that need this kind of help, but what about the fact that they're not ready about have you met any women who are not ready about taking the leap, or they need help but they don't know how to ask?
Yes, I actually, there is something that I've noticed about myself. I become a magnet of these people that actually need help. Like sometimes, like I scroll through my Facebook, and then I say, "This, I think this girl needs help, but she doesn't know where to go." A few days later, she pops into my messenger, and then I was like, "How can I help you?" And she doesn't know how to say it, but I said that. I know that this might be strange because we don't know each other personally that well. But I feel like if you're going through something that you can't talk about to any other people because you're afraid to be judged by them, you can talk to me, and I promise you that you will not receive any judgment from me. I am here to listen. I am here for you. I am here to serve you. And then they open up, because that's sometimes that's one of the things that they want to hear. I don't want to be judged. It's difficult for people to open up because if they feel like if they tell somebody about what they're going through, what they're struggling with, other people might think that, oh, of course you're going through that because you're dumb, you're stupid, you deserve to be in that position. Because you're a horrible person, blah blah blah. Because you know that sometimes those things that we think people would say is actually just in our heads because we're creating our own personal hell. We are we have this tendency to be cruel to ourselves. Like we think of the worst of the worst. But actually, like if you overcome, like I always tell them, whatever you're afraid of, trust me, come over here, cross that bridge with me, and you will find that it's not that bad after all. So it's about gaining their trust too. Apart from them liking and knowing me, I have to gain their trust.
And
So I
that
actually all the time.
and that's very awesome, because the thing is that we have to get trust. A coach is a person that allows that to happen. And it makes a lot of difference if you are perceptive to that, because you can see that this person wants to talk but is not sure how to start the conversation. And I really feel that you have something here, and you're going to help add value to a lot of women, regardless of their age, but those people who feel very, very suppressed and need help. So, but thank you so much for sharing that story with me. Anything that else you want to add?
I mean, I just wanted to thank you so much for this opportunity. This is the pleasure is mine, all mine.
You
Thank
are
you
most
so
welcome.
much.
You are most welcome. And I hope we have a chance to work with each other and we can help each other.
Yes, I would love to have you in my group if you want to.
What is your group?
The name of my group is Being Different and Thriving Community.
Oh, okay. I will look into it. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You too. Have a good day, Munira.
Bye.